going?
Yeah.
Now, I just want to clarify something straight up. I'm actually not dressed as a gender-confused 1980s Harry Potter. These are just my clothes. No matter what some hurtful strangers might say. A lot of people make snap judgments on me based on my appearance. I've been told often that I look like a vegetarian. I don't know why. I killed 3 Muppets to make these shoes. You can see that. I probably just flashed everyone. Anyway, I'm just kidding. There was only 1 Muppet, just Miss Piggy. And it was worth it. Yeah, I have a lot of peculiar kind of run-ins with strangers. Like once I was working for a charity, trying to recruit people in shopping centres, which is a great job if you like having equal quantities of moral righteousness and deep, deep self-hatred. Please just take a pamphlet and stop judging me with your eyes. Anyway, one day this guy came up to me and he started telling me this story about how he was doing aid work in Africa. And he ended up getting held up at gunpoint and he thought he was going to get sold into slavery. And it was like, whoa, this is really harrowing for just an average day at work. And then in the middle of this story, he looks me really meaningfully in the eyes. Like he's going to say something life-changing, and then he goes, "You'd fetch a few camels in the slave market?" Was that a pick line or a threat? Either way, you'd want to make it a bit more subtle. Like, what did he think I was going to say? "Oh, I love a good dromedary, let's get out of here." No. Another peculiar thing that happened to me recently, I'm bisexual, in case this didn't help. I was walking down the street holding hands with my girlfriend, which is something I'm a bit nervous doing. She's the first girl I've dated and I just don't know how people are going to react. I've only had a couple of negative reactions and this one was fun. It was good. We're just walking along and this guy leans out of his car and goes, "Go!" That was it. Bit of a poor effort if you ask me. I thought it was supposed to be demeaning when people yelled stuff at you from cars. This dude's just pointing out the obvious. You can imagine the rest of the car ride is just going, "Tree, house, shop." And his wife's like, "Yes, Gary, well done. God's sake, you're 35 years old. Now be quiet or you won't get any Kinder Surprise." I don't know what he expected the effect of that catcall to be. Like, was I just going to look down and go, "Oh, shit! I guess that is pretty gay. God, I wish I had this guy around before I copped a face full of snatch." I just said face full of snatch in front of my mum. Yeah, moving right along, I've got a lot of ideas for what I would do if I were Prime Minister because, you know, Julia Gillard, as foxy as she is, don't get me wrong, I just don't think that she relates to the young people of Australia as much as she could. I mean, if I were her... I'm excited. I mean, if I were her, I'd give a bit of a public service announcement just to let the kids of Australia know that she's on our side. She knows what's going on. Good evening, my fellow Australians. I've heard it said that I'm not down with the kids, that I'm not street. Well, I've been negotiating with some bitches, and I have this to say. This is Jay Gills, coming straight out of Canberra. Ain't shit but conservative tricks. Lick on his nuts and suck the dick. Get the fuck out after you're done. And I'm moving forward to cut you a new one. I'm the Prime Minister, coming right into you. Play your cards right, son, or I'll bruise you. Keeping it real in the ACT. I make the laws, bitch, don't mess with me. My fellow Australians, I've got one more birth. Look and fly in my power suit, and when I walk past you, you better salute. Yeah, I stabbed Kevin in the back, but the bitch was tripping, so I had to cut the slack. That's right, I don't curtsy to no one. The Queen can get stuffed. I'm a Republican. Haters, you can just keep hating, because I'm immune to your constant berating. I've had it up to here with the refugees. If you love them so much, go marry them, please. Unless you're of the same sex. Word.